All right, boys and girls.
Right there.
G. Colbert out here.
Going for the bigger and quality fish at least.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to Bass All Year, or should I just call Garrett and I tornado chasers?
Garrett flight one, I just landed.
So yep, Garrett and I out here fishing, and he's doing some top water. I'm kind of doing some search fishing, seeing what our best option is going to be. Caught a good one there on a frog, so it looks like we're going to veer to top water for a little bit, try to catch some good quality Florida fish. Out here having a good time, so we'll keep you guys updated with some bigger fish we catch. We'll see y'all around. It's dead. It's coming towards me. Well, there it is. Took me 8.5 hours to catch this fish. A little scrimp. Yeah, another little guy. Trying to catch them in these lily pads. They're around. Just got to weed out these little dinglets. They're back here. They're just not what we're looking for. Pinch him right in the nose. There's a little chunk to him.
Oh, stop.
Got her. Nice. Get her on out. Three-pounder. 2.5.
Boy, I told you I was going for a bigger fish.
What are you talking about?
Choked it. Right there.
G. Colbert out here.
Going for the bigger and quality fish at least. This is a Spro, black Spro popping frog. I love throwing these things, especially across the pads. You know, these fish, they're looking for movement across. I mean, if it's, you know, open water, I'll throw white, especially with how it is. Once it gets, you know, overcast, I want to switching out to black.
Should I just call Garrett and I tornado chasers? And that hellish cloud that's coming behind us. So we're just trying to wait this out, not make a run. We're not trying to run back to the ramp. So we're gonna see if this rain hits us hard. You might see us tornado style, like we're ripping through Kansas. It's a pretty sweet looking cloud though. When you're trying to hit that school.
When you get backlash, now so you just get that look. Like, I bet you people have already started making memes of these. I just don't know about it. Somebody made a G Corp fan page. Somebody made.
How do people have that much time with their day, man? Dude, slammed it. Not a bad lily pad fish, but that's still not what we're totally looking for here. Still looking for something a little bigger. We doubled up? We are doubled up. Dude, you just got one on a frog like a mile out.
This is actually a good one.
Alright, one in the boat. How big is he? We got Garrett fight one. I just landed one. Ooh. Want me to land her? Nice. Good stuff.
Boom.
What do you know about that, y'all?
Hey.
Good stuff, brother. Good stuff. That couldn't have come at a better time, huh?
You choked it.
That's it?
Choked it.
Let's get
He's mine. I may catch him.
Look at that, y'all. Garrett and I doubling up. One I got topwater fluke, him on topwater frog.
Double release.
There you go, though. Decent little one. Let this old girl go. That was pretty cool when you double up on 2 topwater fish, huh, Garrett?
I was gonna try to catch that fish, you know, right?
And a fish just came up and slammed Garrett.
Reeling it in.
Dude, reeling it in open water. I mean, just casting out towards those lily pads. Right in the open water, that fish slammed it. So that was a pretty cool hit. Well, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and close this out because that looks pretty hellish. And I mean, there's a lot of lightning going on behind us. Just a lot of sails, a lot of fronts are working their way towards us, and we don't want to get caught up in that vicinity. So we're gonna jam back on the boat now and load the boat up, go from there. Okay, so truth be told, I actually didn't get any outros done in Florida, like not one. I was so irresponsible with getting it done. But the thing was, certain trips just ran me dry on what I could finish the videos with, especially last video. And now this video, we basically had torrential downpour that just shoved us right off the lake. And the way I had to load that boat is Garrett and I went back around the main part of the lake, and when we got back out there, I mean, it was white capping. My trolling motor was kind of dying in the boat, and there was just no chance we were going to beat the wind and be able to get back to the boat ramp by the time that storm came. So what we actually did, which is the good thing about this little palm prowler, is I turned back around, took with the wind. I mean, we were gliding like a freaking battleship coming back towards the shoreline. And when we did that, we were able to get the boat up on the shore and just carry it to the truck. Now, we had a little bit farther of a walk and really had to bust our butts getting this dang boat up the edge. But it was raining, really high winds, really crappy weather, so I didn't want to sit there with the camera in my hand or even risk damaging my camera out in that weather. So I made the ultimate decision just to put the camera up in the bag and move on and just make the responsible decision to get the heck off the lake. Didn't really have an outcome of a day that I expected. That morning, I had gotten up a little later than intended, got out to the lake, and just, I'm telling you, just was a straight, you didn't really see it in the stress or the grind that was put out on the lake, but the main lake treated us like straight garbage. I'm talking, it was a good 4.5, 5 hours before I even got my first bite, which was on a speed worm on a little jakey head rig, and it was a fish maybe the size of the speed worm, and it was just an embarrassing bite. But we went on, and I'm telling you, I was grinding it out. Garrett caught a good one on a jig, and then caught that good fish on a frog, and then things kind of seemed to start clicking. We kind of figured out we could catch some fish on that evening bite, just beating the bang, finding them in the lily pads, which is exactly what we did as you saw in the video. This reel, Tyler Anderson's gonna try to help me out with finding one. It is a old Team Lose Pro Speed Spool. I'm talking, this thing is from back in the day, like 2012. That don't mean back in the day, but you know what I'm saying. I don't know the exact model other than it's the TL1H. That was the last thing I remember about this reel. And the M58, I think they changed kind of the way they modeled their reels since, you know, back in 2012. But this was the top-notch reel back at that time. And I had bought 2 of these. One went missing while I was in boot camp in the Army. My parents had moved to another property, so I think it kind of got lost or left, don't really know. This is one of the first reels they started setting out with the carbon fiber handle though. And as you can tell, it has the older grips, and you know, now they're going to that EVA, cord grips, all the crazy stuff, wind grips, you know, all this fancy stuff. We're gonna try to find more of these reels. Hopefully, Tyler Anderson, you can help me out and find one of these bad boys when you're at ICAST from John or Dale or whoever's still working up there at Lose. Haven't really talked to any of those guys in a couple of years. But if I could find my hands on like 4 or 5 more of these bad boys, I'd smoke it. I'd get a couple if I can. Yeah, good talking again. So thank you guys for tuning into the Bass Lawyer channel, watching this video. Had a blast, like I said, down there in Florida. Really wish I was going down next week, actually, you know, middle of this week down there for ICAST. Wish I could. Duty calls, wasn't able to get get down there. Wasn't able to represent a company, unfortunate, but always got next year. Make sure you guys subscribe, helps that channel to grow, helps you guys be able to get more content, helps for me to produce more content, push it out to you guys. Can't forget to give thanks where thanks is due, which is you guys, the viewer. Thank you for all the support you have given me. Really trying to fire this thing back, and I appreciate all the comments and concerns you guys have as far as the channel and different videos you'd like to see. It is awesome, and I always like receiving good ideas from everybody. Till next video, guys, again, stay tuned. Plenty of content coming your way, plenty of fishing videos. Got 2 or 3 more coming from Florida alone. And as I said in my Instagram posts, got Alabama and South Carolina in my hindsight, trying to figure out what's happening next, what's going on, and definitely more Florida trips to come. Again, guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next video. Till then, tight lines, take it easy. Peace, y'all.